Hi. Yeah, it's been quite a while since I last updated. A lot of things simply have happened in my life, around me, on the world, as everyone knows. So, yeah, here is a little update. Yeah, today I'm 32 weeks along, and like I said, a lot have happened in the last couple of weeks. So, the first thing really that changed since I did my last video was I had like a big test done, a big exam, I guess, because I am currently in the process of basically becoming a preschool teacher. And so I had other teachers come into my preschool basically, and yeah, they tested how I was doing with the children, how I was talking with them, and it simply was a big thing. I had to prepare a lot for it, and I was really nervous, and yeah, and it was a really important test because now, like, I passed it. I luckily I passed it. Everything worked out, and now I'm allowed to have the other tests in May, which are then the theory, and where then I have to answer certain questions and like have to show what I studied, and yeah, so it was a lot of stress lately for myself, and something I will talk about a little bit later when I talk about the current situation. I actually live in Germany, and so the whole system is a lot different than like in America or in Australia or in general around the globe. Like, basically every country has a different system, and like the European ones got very similar ones, I think, but for everyone not from Europe, like, we got a different system than you guys and so yeah, that's why I had a lot of stress with these tests, and yeah, basically everything worked out fine, and hopefully shortly after Monty's birth I will be allowed to work in a preschool, or as we would say in Germany, actually it's a kindergarten. So I'm allowed to work with children like from 0 to 6 before they go to school and take care of them, and yeah, that's what I'm currently doing. So that was my first big thing really that kept me occupied, and afterwards, like, I had my big test done on Thursday the 12th of March, and on Friday I was sleeping in. I was not going to school. I was so exhausted from all the stress, and I slept in, woke up, looked at my phone, and there were all these messages about Germany closing down, and like the coronavirus is here, and yeah, that our school would be cancelled and everything. And so the next Monday I didn't have school, and it was decided that all the schools are closing, all the preschools, all the kindergarten, everything is closing here. And I live in the very south of Germany, like right at the borders to Switzerland, and especially like where I live, there are a lot of people that caught the coronavirus. I think about 4,000 or so. Like, we are one of the, like, we got the most case, or we got a lot of cases in Germany, because we got a lot of borders to other countries, and yeah, so all the school was cancelled, and I'm so glad I could finish my exam like the day before. And right now I'm not going to school. I have no idea when my writing tests will be. They were supposed to be in the middle of May, right before the birth. Now it seems like I will have to write them after Monty is born. No one knows. It's like a weird situation here, like everyone is acting crazy, I would say. Like they are keeping a huge distance to you, like when going shopping there's like a huge distance. You cannot come too close to someone, and like toilet paper is empty and noodles and rice and everything is like picked over, and the supermarkets now started that they are only selling a certain quantity of products to you. Like toilet paper, you are only allowed to buy like 1 pack, and I assume it's the same with like noodles and rice. There are everywhere these signs in the supermarkets, and it's kind of scary because everywhere like you see people with masks on their face and with gloves, and it's, yeah, I mean it's really scary. And there have been cases, like not right in my city, not exactly where I live, but the next city, which is like 15 minutes away, they had some cases of confessed coronavirus. And another city, which is 30-45 minutes away, they also got several cases. And these two cities are actually where the closest hospitals are for me to go to give birth. And right now, I mean, it is changing like every few days. So as of today, no fathers are allowed during birth. So basically the woman has to go in labor and delivery room by herself. No one else is allowed, like the midwives and the doctors of course, but no fathers. And I mean, as of today I still got another 9 weeks, and there are no signs for Monty coming earlier or anything like that. And I'm just hoping that things change, that my husband can be there. He wants to be there, like it's his child too. We took a lot on us for being able to be having this child. And yeah, I mean, like we went through 4 miscarriages and all the hormones and all the doctor appointments and everything. And I mean, no matter what the way was, like even if there's a woman who got pregnant like just the first time and without any testings, any miscarriages, anything, like I guess most of us really want the fathers there, or best friend, or the mother. And right now no one is allowed, and it's a difficult situation that scares me. Plus right now I'm not sure when I get to do my other tests in school. And yeah, the teachers are sending us emails and everything telling us do this, do that, but no one knows when we are going back to school and when our exams really will be. And yeah, so right now it's a lot of stress. I guess it's for everyone around the world right now. And yeah, in my family there were like no cases, luckily, yet with the coronavirus. I have to say, personally, I'm not that scared. Like, I'm not scared, oh, something will happen if I caught it. But there's simply, because it's so new, like there were a coronavirus like years ago, but this form, like this current form, is the thing that is new. And there hasn't been that much testing. Like, yeah, you hear newborns are not getting it, it's not dangerous for a pregnant woman, but basically you can't know, you can't be completely sure, because now all the testings are starting. And yeah, so I'm a little bit scared. But really what scares me is, for one, that my husband might not be there, that for the birth, and for two, my father-in-law, he is in the high risk group, and my grandma is in the high risk group. and my father-in-law is still going shopping, like in grocery stores and everything, and we are all living in the same house, but we got 2 different apartments in here. So my parents-in-law are living downstairs, we're living upstairs, and my husband is working in a grocery store. So he got a lot of stress. He got a lot of customers who are really unfriendly, who are acting like they are something better, and it shows how terrible people can be. And yeah, but for my grandma, she luckily does not live close by, so I'm not scared of her like getting it from us or so, but she just had open heart surgery and therefore is obviously in the high risk group, plus she is like 82 and now the heart surgery, and she isn't doing very well afterwards, and is still in the hospital. And yeah, so I'm really scared in general, but now even more, and that is obviously very stressful. Yeah, that is, I think, all about the coronavirus, what is going on down here. Like, we were told to not like meet up with friends. Like, when we are outside of our houses, we are not allowed to be in groups of more than 2 people. Families are okay, like if you are already living in the same household, you can go out for a walk together, but you cannot meet up like with 2 or 3 friends and sit on the sea or anything. And yeah, we are not having a lockdown yet. There is a bigger city about 1.5 hours away maybe, and they are talking about a lockdown for their city, and I am assuming that we might get one really soon. To come back to baby Monty, the real reason I'm making these videos, like, I believe the coronavirus is something like it's part of the pregnancy right now, and I want Monty to be able to watch this video in a couple of years and know about these things as well. But yeah, to come back to baby Monty, I had a doctor's appointment today where my husband couldn't be there. Also, we listened to the heartbeat like for half an hour, and because my doctor is inside the hospital, my husband was not allowed in. He had to pick me up like an hour later, and so I had some testings done. Everything was fine, the heartbeat of Monty was fine, and it was a little bit nervous, I would guess. Like, Monty doesn't like getting getting its heartbeat checked out, and yeah, I see if I can insert the video because it was going wild a little bit. But so yes, besides that, basically everything is fine with the baby. Like, the doctor actually basically kicked me out after maybe 5 minutes. He certainly didn't wanted anyone there, and I got a lot of problems with this doctor, with like the whole office there. Like, there are 3 doctors in there, and there are a lot of things going wrong, to be honest, and I'm already looking for a new doctor for after the pregnancy. But yes, it was like a 5-minute talk maybe, and the heartbeat of the baby was okay, and like my blood work was okay, and yeah, basically from the small 5-minute talk he had with me, everything looks good, and so I can be happy. But the one thing I got a lot of problems with my right rib, like right here underneath my breast. I'm in a lot of pain and the doctor immediately was like, oh, that's normal, that's normal. I do believe it's normal. Like, I don't get like the feeling something is going on. Most likely just organs pushing against it. But yeah, right now my days are really, really painful. I barely can sit in this position, and yeah. But I mean, I'm glad it worked with the pregnancy, and it's only another 9 weeks. And yeah, besides that, the morning everyday sickness is back again, and I read that this can be because of the organs squishing, and yeah, so basically everything is as expected, as it should be. And yeah, the current situation makes everything a lot more stressful. And like I said, with all my schoolwork and everything, like, I had other things to concentrate about. I couldn't sit down and make a video, and now, yeah, now I had time, and I want to make these videos. I want to make them for Monty to look at them one day, because I'm not that big of a writing down things person, and therefore, yeah, one day Monty can look at them. And one last thing, I'm starting to forget a lot of things, like things I could not believe. Like if you had told me a year ago, I would forget them. Like, I wouldn't believe it. Like, I'm leaving the bathroom with like a sword, and I'm arriving in the living room, which is like 20 meters maybe, and I forgot it. I'm sometimes glad that I know my own name. So yeah. Right, and as for the measurements of Monty, Monty is about 40 centimeters and about 1,800 grams, round about, like perfect size. And it's moving around a lot, and I believe that soon it will be in birthing position. And yeah, I guess that's it for my video, and I'm not sure how long it will be. I guess I talked too much, and yeah, I see you in my next video. Bye!